beauty of this. We're in week 10. That means 2 more weeks from now, because by the time you guys all view this, we'll be in week 11. We're going to get all this stuff in 2 weeks. So
you just got to bear a week 14.
We're going to get to it.
I'm excited. Dude, like, everything is changing. Every single thing is changing about it. So this is going to affect our driving, our lap times, our setups, the way it looks, the freaking rain, new cars.
Update to Matt.
This episode is brought to you by Trophy AI, the ultimate performance coach tool for sim racers. Hello and welcome to the Chicane Podcast, where we discuss all things in the sim racing world. I'm your host, Jason Rivera, and I'm joined here by Mr. Eric Kelly and Jeff Smart. How's everybody doing this week?
Doing good, man. Happy to be here still. 40 years down.
Jason, Eric. Oh,
that's right.
Birthday. Happy birthday, my man.
Hey, appreciate it.
You know what they say,
bro. Don't fall apart on us, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I'm blessed. I don't have no aches and pains. Just more stuff I want to buy.
There you go.
Hey, man, that's what's up. Congratulations. That's a massive milestone, I'd say.
Yes, sir.
Beats the alternative.
My time is coming.
Exactly.
So,
oh yeah, you next, man.
I'm coming up I'm moving up the tadpole. So, so how was your week, man? I mean, you obviously had a birthday, so I mean, how was that?
I had a birthday. It was actually great, man. We kind of celebrated most of the week. My wife, I was kind of trying to downplay it, be low key and stuff. Trying to do stuff for the fam and her and stuff. And she was kind of just on me, like, what do you want to do? What do you want to have? Who do you want to invite and things like that. And, almost kind of forced me to like take a little bit of time and, just enjoy it. So
that's
without
good,
to
bro.
eat. Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah.
Chill.
Yeah, man. I was telling her, I was like, genuinely happy and okay with like just relaxing and being happy. Sometimes we kind of, as guys, we don't like people doing a lot of stuff for us. And, this really was kind of a time. Yeah. So this was a time where I was, took a moment to realize like she's trying to, celebrate me and appreciate me. So just trying to be appreciative of that.
Good stuff,
man. Yeah,
that's great, man. That's awesome. The whole week too. So
yeah,
we usually expect the whole day, but the whole week is that's awesome. Yeah. That's good. That's healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great.
All right. Well, happy birthday. And Jeff, how was your week, man?
Dude, another one flew by. I felt like just a couple days ago we were, doing this, watch some F1, and here we are again. Yeah. Highlight of the week, though. Highlight of the week, talking with you boys.
F1 was amazing this week, by the way. I think I'm safe enough. We're safe enough to talk about. See, here's the thing. F1 goes down. I can't open social media. I can't.
Especially living out in Hawaii where you're sleeping while the race is going on.
The moment I open social media, the amount of memes of people crying with Hamilton and all the...
Oh, it's relentless.
They made a hell of a comeback, Eric.
They did.
They made a Ferrari.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, nuts.
Ferrari said, put some respect on my name. That's what they said, bro. 100%. They're like, oh, you want to laugh at us on quali?
Yeah. Y'all thought shit was sweet. Okay.
I tell you what, though, behind closed doors, there's some sore people in there. I don't think. Yeah. I mean, this Hamilton Leclerc thing, it only gonna last for so long because I think they're starting to get some.
Oh yeah, it's very obvious, and they try to hide that for the media and trying to pretend like everything's all right.
Oh, we're not a 1 and 2 driver or 2 and 1 driver. We're both our own driver. Nah, man. Mm-mm.
Oh, no, it's never like that.
As soon as as soon as the race wrap, one goes one way and the other one goes the other way. 100%.
I don't know you. You don't know me.
I'll see you in Monaco.
I'll see you in Monaco.
Yeah, see you on the track, man.
Hell yeah. All right, guys. So that's awesome. It's always we're the triple header, so that's Monaco's next, and I forget the next one after. Jeff probably could tell me, but
I don't know.
Somewhere in Europe, it's the next race after Monaco. Okay, somewhere in Europe. So,
Yeah.
I'll roll into some announcements. I don't really have anything this week, so I'm gonna push this over to Jeff because Eric has something big for us, and want to share that here with some love. But Jeff, how you got anything for us?
Just a quick one. Yeah, I did a bunch of racing, F4 this week, and I survived all my racing, pretty clean. Which was awesome. I drove Road of America, for the first time. Cool track, super nice little flow to it. High speed track, not much slow stuff, maybe one hairpin, which is surprising for Formula that it's a high speed track and it's pretty clean. Great racing. I finished up my rig. I've been kind of talking the last month or so about some things I've been doing in my rig. I'll get into it here in my discussion point, but yeah, good week all around, racing wise, family wise. So yeah, ready to get into today's discussion.
Awesome, man. Hell yeah. That's what's up. Yeah. That's a great track, man. Don't sleep on Road Atlanta. Both Road America, both of them, they're awesome, bro. High speed. I think P1 cars drive on there. Imagine. So F1, P1 cars too. So, all right, man. That's what's up, Eric. What you got for us? What has been cooking over there? You just had a birthday.
Yeah,
so I know man. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, the whole week has been great from start to finish. I don't think I paid for any meals all week. Everybody was nice to me. Then I got another homeboy who stays around the corner. His birthday is 2 days after mine, so we did like joint celebrations and stuff. Top Golf Saturday. One of the things I am excited for though is I finally got an official aluminum extrusion monitor mount. So part of the club.
Yay, let's go.
If you guys don't know, I wish I had pics of the old.
Yeah,
setup.
What was it on? You had me convinced, bro, that you had that the whole time. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, it was. So I managed to kind of cobble it together out of the wooden rig. I still had the monitor on the wooden piece. So,
bro, you fooled me. I swear.
That's why it took so long for me to go ahead and get one. And it really wasn't until I got the ambient lights that I was like, I can't fake the funk anymore. I got to get the real deal. So, because I got so much stuff on the mount to it. So let's go share with you guys.
Let's go.
Just kind of what it looks like.
Spill it. Straight no chasing.
It was good to see because we got some messages in the group text about some other people having a hard time with the UPS guy and delivery guys.
Dude, this dude named Fernando.
It was good. It made me feel good, bro. Because all the time
this dude named Fernando, bro.
It was good to see somebody else having some struggles.
I feel bad if you live close by, bro. If you got a driver named Fernando, you can forget about it. You can forget about it. It's coming at 8:00 at night.
Say Fernando ain't never on time, man.
Yeah, Fernando rolling up at 8:00 like he's been out there
just left the beach,
busting his butt. Like, come on, man.
I know it's tough.
Yeah. So this is kind of just one view of it, but the mount that I got, it was the TK Racing monitor mount. It's actually a joint venture between SimLab and TK Racing and Micro Center. So SimLab builds it. TK Racing, they kind of lend their brand to it, and Micro Center is where the brand is sold at. So it's basically SimLab parts, if you will. It's 80/20. And kind of the way I have it set up is normally these, let me see if I can show you guys. Can you guys see?
Not yet.
Oh, so I'm just talking to myself. That's cool.
I was letting you roll with it.
Yeah. No, so I was just trying to share this. What are you saying? Share this guy here, if it'll work. If not, Jason, I'll just send you the pics afterwards. But essentially, it looks like a normal rig. I mean, normal mount. You know, you have the two verticals, you got the feet. But the way that they did it, by default, they had the vertical pieces kind of wide, and then you mount the bar in between them. And a guy on YouTube, he was like, yeah, this mount is 80/20. So it has the ability to be strong, but the way that they send it to you by default is just not the best way. So he's like an engineer or something like that. And he's like, you just take those pieces and he just like rotates them and attach them a different way. And he's like, they're rock solid. Like So I was like, this is cool. It was like, I think I paid like $160 for them. Shipping was like $25. So I'm like, that's a steal. And like I said, it's 80/20. So once you mount whatever you're gonna mount to it, it's there.
It's Legos. Legos.
Yep. It's got rails. Yep.
Yeah, got the rails. And the other piece is deceptive. Like I see you guys with your stands, and I know you guys talk about the pain of hanging triples on them. So I only have my one monitor, right? So I'm like, oh yeah, I just get this knocked out.
Welcome to my life,
bro.
Sir.
One of those nights I was saying I stayed up till like 2, 3 in the morning, mess with this thing, man. Trying to get it all together, and
especially when you're by yourself, dude.
Yeah,
you trying to hang 3 screens, bro? That's no joke. That's heavy.
I couldn't imagine that. Just hanging this one was.
We would have to do. I mean, I'll tell you, I had to tighten one, then run to the other side, take my leveler, make sure it's level. Nope, it's not level. Tighten it. It's too high. All right, 4 hours.
Yeah, I think it's easy to do it good or okay if you want it precise, or you could never stop. You could be there. You could be there forever.
Yep. That was kind of my problem because like I got an LG monitor and I got it sitting kind of right above my SimMagic hub. And so the SimMagic logo and the LG logo are like right above each other. And so I'm like trying to get everything perfect and centered, and I put the level on it and it's like, it's a little, I gotta
and then you take directional, then you take like measurements, directions, and it's like off by a ½ inch one way, and you got to start over again, and never ends.
Man.
Nope. Yeah. And then you add triple screens, right? And then if you didn't get it right the first time, whenever you put those
300-400 times later,
what is it that the little
the bezel mount,
the bezel, the bezel-less kit.
The bezels.
It will never line up no matter what you do. So make sure that the monitors are absolutely perfect before you slap something on there, and even when you do. It's not gonna cooperate, dude. The best advice I can give everybody that has triples, not necessarily for you, Eric, but triple monitors, when you find that angle, lock down that screw. Don't try and be fancy and use the second monitor as a door, because you're gonna mess it all up. And it's better to just like literally torque it down so that way they don't move. And that has helped with me with my bezel-less kit. So,
well, Eric, send us some video. That group chat. I'd love to see you in action.
Yeah. Drop some pics and video to see
for you.
Yeah, to see what it was supposed to look like and what I ended up doing.
Well, you all guys will know. Well, you'll see it already.
Okay.
It'll kind of happen in post.
The magic.
Yeah. The I forget Wayne's World. The doo-doo-doo. Remember Wayne's World? Aging myself. Anyway.
Yeah, just a little bit.
All right. Well, and we'll post a link in the description below if you guys are interested in picking that up. Yeah. I think it's via Micro Center. I think that's what Eric had told us before. So congratulations. Now you know how solid this thing is. I remember you mentioning you couldn't believe how solid it was. And I said, bro, 80/20. I will trust my life with 80/20. I hang on to it. It won't break.
If something falls off of this thing, it's because I didn't bolt it down tight enough.
You're damaging the floor. That's what you're damaging. The 80/20 is going to be fine. It's going to be like, I don't know what you're doing. So
like
the floor's going to get it. So
poor carpet. I feel bad for it.
Well, that's a hell of a week, guys. A hell of a week. I don't really have much, as I said before. So we're going to go right into the main discussion today. Track of the week is back. Eric has it. But for the first topic of the day is probably one of my favorites. And it happens every quarter, right? So it's our iRacing update, developer update, to see what's new with the sim. So I will share my screen and we're going to go over this line by line, check it all out. And I want to hear your thoughts. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. So here we go. iRacing Season 3 is upon us. Season 3 of 2025. How is it season 3? We just started 2025.
And it's week like 10.
Yeah, it's
almost over.
Yeah.
So, guys, get your wallets ready because this one's GT3 heavy. So
I like it.
When do we get the F1? F4
well, there's
heavy?
some Formula Ones here. There's some Formula One. So
that's some Indy, right? Yeah. Anyways, let's go. Formula
open wheel. We're gonna skip this here. This is a message to the just a message to iRacing, but we want to get into the meat and potatoes here. So new tracks is what I want to go over. Oh, let me see something right here. It says, starting things off, our season 3 tracks will include 3 main categories of releases. 1, all new. 2, rescan and mod. So that's what we're going to go over. We're going to go over the rescans, the new ones, remodels, and refreshed and upgraded. Note that category 2 and 3 will list more tracks and we'll have ultimate. Okay, let's get into it. So here is the Bend. And we're going back to the land down under. Shelby Power Motorsport Park, also known as the Bend. Check this out. Look at this picture, man. And then look at this one right here. Look at this. Look at the detail that they're going in.
Jason, you know what would be super cool? I don't think iRacing has an actual YouTube page, but if they put one together, just the story of how they go from having no track to putting it on the game, of like how they do their drone stuff and then whatever software they're using there and whatever the process is. I understand it's probably proprietary a little bit, but it would be super cool to see how they become with the real track to the actual game. But
I'd love to have them on the show, man.
It'd be super cool.
That would be
try.
Amazing.
If anybody knows someone from iRacing, please email the show. Please.
Yeah. Because have they ever been interviewed or anything like that on the podcast before? I don't hear much about them.
No.
So
I happen to know where they're headquartered at.
We're gonna raid the headquarters. We're just gonna camp out there until we see somebody. Hey, can you give us 20 minutes? So anyway,
hold this mic.
The Bend, right? This is the Bend, the track. It's located in South Australia, just 100 or so kilometers southeast of Adelaide, if I said that right. The Bend hosts numerous national and international racing series, including Supercar Championships, GT World Challenge Australia, TCR Australia, Australian Superbikes, and endurance prototypes. The design of the Bend was inspired by many of the world's greatest racing circuits. So we might take this and make this up a track of a week, man. We might want to get a little more oomph out of this. It offers racers a great combination of technical sections and fast-flowing corners. The track has surprising amount of elevation change and helps keep the racing exciting, right? So the Bend is a huge facility, and the iRacing implementation will feature 7 configurations, guys. 7 racing configurations, including the full 7.77 kilometers for the GT
that's
circuit.
A track,
bro. Yeah, they rolling.
Yeah, this is the mini Nürburgring almost, which is the second longest permanent racetrack in the world. Okay, wow. So here we go. So that's going to be the new track, which is an automatic purchase for yours truly. I tell you, I'm already liking what I'm seeing here. This looks crazy, bro. It looks insane.
That's a lot to memorize, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You think what direction you think we're going in? You think we're going in this direction or we're going up this way?
I think that way.
This way? Okay.
I don't know.
Is there a pit lane? No, this is the pit lane down here, isn't it?
Well, that don't tell you anything, right? You can pit on either side, maybe.
This is true. Very true. And it has. Anyway, we'll figure that out. We'll get the details down. Nice sand traps here. Kind of cool.
Yeah, some safety. It's nice to hear on these tracks.
Oh yeah. I wonder why. We might do a special on why they have those there. Might be interesting. So see the rescan and remodeled tracks. I love. This is my favorite part. We already paid for the content. They don't have to update it, but here they are scanning and remodeling everything and making it more realistic, right? So it says here that our rescan and remodeled tracks are tracks that already exist on the service, but have since been repaved and changed significantly in the real world. These changes warrant an update in iRacing, and each track listed has been rescanned with the different surfaces fully remodeled from scratch. Additionally, all artwork such as buildings, catch fencing, scenery, terrain, trees, and more have been recreated using our latest technology, right? Techniques and quality standards. So here they are. Let me see. Every track in this category is offered as a free update. Okay, good to know. Iowa Speedway. So they did some repaving in the turns, right? It was performed in the turns, which our team has captured and recreated. This change transforms the driving experience at Iowa. Richmond Raceway was rescanned, although not due to a repave. The same rear-world pavement exists now as its original. However, the facility had undergone a great deal of infrastructure changes, and we had an opportunity to improve the circuit. We ultimately remodeled everything, including the driving surface. Nice. So Sonoma Raceway. This project took multiple trips across the country to complete, as our scan team navigated a dynamic repave project that required multiple rescans. So they're excited to update Sonoma, which is one of the first great North American road circuits on the iRacing service. It's also artistically one of the oldest tracks on iRacing, and long overdue, right? So they're saying it looks amazing, has a vast rolling hills and drone captured terrain, fully recreated with our 5-layer terrain shader and modern art techniques. So the next one is World Technology Raceway Gateway. So WWT, Worldwide Tech Raceway, was repaved several years ago in preparation for IndyCar's return to the circuit. And speaking of IndyCar, Jeff, what's going down this week, brother, with IndyCar?
I hear there's a fairly big race with the open wheel IndyCar racing.
Yeah, they might be racing.
Might be racing. Indy 500 is this weekend.
There you go. Make sure you guys
that little race.
Well, honestly, you guys won't hear this until the Monday after, so I hope it was a good race.
I guess it's right. Yeah, it was a good race.
Yeah.
So back to WWT track, right? So the track currently features NASCAR, IndyCar, and a variety of racing across its road configurations that are updated. Track surface will initially initially it only featured the oval, so NASCAR. Charlotte Motor Speedway. I'm excited about this one. We have worked closely with Speedway Motorsports SMI for several years to prototype and test changes planned for the real-world circuit. This work was a significant factor in 2018 redesign of the Roval and subsequent iterations. We have rescanned Charlotte to incorporate this and last year's changes and updated the driver surfaces to reflect these changes. And finally, the North Wilkesboro Speedway. We will soon debut our first modern version of the North Wilkesboro, if I'm saying that right, Speedway. This has been a fun project to return to, and we are thrilled to have the opportunity to do so. For those who don't know the backstory, okay, read here. So there's a link here. You guys can go and check that out. But essentially, we used that scan. They used a scan here. Let me just click on it. Let me see what that does. So they use this right here. Oh, this is a whole new story here with this. So you guys can check that out. Check those pictures out. And we'll go back to, I know. It looked kind of ragged, kind of beat up in there, man. I don't know. We used that to scan to create a historic 1987 version of the track, which debuted on the iRacing platform. A few years later, and thanks in parts to this project, North Wilkesboro was renovated and repaired in the real world and then added to NASCAR's schedule. Now, so look how nice it looks now, bro. Look at this. Tell me that doesn't look legit. So here's the thing.
Charlotte, though?
Isn't it Charlotte? Is it?
I don't know. I know Charlotte's a short track, and that looks like a short track. But anyways, neither here nor there. Somebody in the comments
if anyone knows the answer to that, leave it in the comments below.
I think Charlotte was where that dude did that maneuver where he just hammered it and rode the wall all the way around.
Oh, man.
It might be, dude. I'm trying to see if I see anything, but I wish I had
Yeah.
Anyway, cool looking graphic, right? That's the point. Here is the updated tracks, refreshed and upgraded. So here's the thing, guys, with these tracks, right, being upgraded, there's no other sim doing this. Like I don't, no other title GT7 or Assetto Corsa is an exception because you have mods, but they don't have drones or the technology that these guys are putting out. They don't really have the
means.
Yeah, they don't. They're doing it based off of pure visual, right? Or they'll see a video of the track and try to mimic it. But these guys are literally scanning the track from many different angles. It says our refreshed and upgraded tracks are a category of update that we have. Okay, so this is the category.
Oh, I see some tracks in there.
Yes, sir. These are not rescans, but they are nearly complete rebuilds where we have recreated all artwork using current tooling and quality standards. Examples of refresh include Okayama, which is a great Road Atlanta. It's another favorite. And most recently in season 1 and season 2, we refreshed New Hampshire, Bristol, Darlington, Dover, Homestead, Kansas, and Las Vegas.
And NASCAR tracks.
Dude, awesome. We have been working on the remainder of the NASCAR calendar. Just finish up NASCAR, man. Let's go to F1. Let's go to GT. NASCAR getting all the love right now. So they're saying that
we got some coming down the pipe.
Yeah.
Got Circuit of America there in the next paragraph.
Yeah, so these tracks mentioned before will release next season. So maybe end of summer, sometime like that. Examples of a refresh track currently in the works include Circuit of the Americas, COTA, Darlington, Daytona, Indianapolis, Lime Rock Park, Phoenix, Texas, and more.
I think this is part of their big kick because they were saying
this is Lime Rock. This is Lime Rock, bro. Look at that. Look at the grass.
That looks a lot better.
Yeah, it looks way better. That track is old in the game. So, all right, skipping over the tracks, I think I have to read this. Before moving on to cars, I owe a big shout out, kudos to hardworking, the production team from scanning and photography. Let me just skim through this. These teams have railed together. Okay, so they're just thanking each other and they're talking about more tracks coming and all the hard work they put in. So here's the meat and potatoes right here is the cars. Yes. It's going to feature 3 all-new race cars, as well as a comprehensive physics model overhaul to 3 existing classes. Season 3 is absolutely stacked, and we are so excited to share these with you. Let's start with the new race cars. We are thrilled to offer visually stunning and thrilling to drive Ferrari 296 Challenge. The 296 Challenge is one of the fastest single-make series customer racing cars ever. Wow. Weighing just 1,495 kilograms, ready to race with 700 horsepower and 870 kilograms of downforce at 250 kilometers per hour, nearly 3/4 that of a GT3 class car. This is a potent machine. That's capable of outrunning GT3 cars while providing a unique and exciting GT racing experience. This is made possible through exceptionally engineered systems, including an 120-degree 3.0-liter V6 twin turbo that revs to 8,500 RPM, a reimagined aerodynamics with a focus on reducing pitch sensitivity, an F1-derived 7-gear gearbox, full 4-wheel brake by-wire system with advanced electronic brake distribution (ABS) capabilities, all new enormous 408 millimeter carbon ceramic brake. Damn, the size of those brakes. Holy. Yeah. Comprehensive 2-stage driver adjustable traction control, electronically controlled differential, fast ratio electronic power steering, and bespoke tires. So it's going to be this is a genuine and unique car. It's with close to 0 parts crossover between it and the GT3. So because we already have a 296, so this is the new challenge. The sound of the 296 is phenomenal and a good example of the depth that a binaural format can achieve. The format has the depth to make a solid sounding onboard, along with great backfire turbo and BOV sounds. The Ferrari 296 Challenge will be raced in our Ferrari 296 Challenge series. So it'll have its own series.
Nice.
Which will be retooled to feature this car rather than the 296 GT3 car. So they're replacing it. This series is raced at a D level. So it's going to be, oh my God, it's going to be chaotic in there. Want to have a live coach available on demand? With Trophy AI, you'll be able to practice with Manso AI at your convenience. A real-time coach in your headphones to navigate and guide you through the track, helping you achieve race pace. This tool is awesome as it provides full brake, throttle, and steering telemetry on screen with a live review getting you ready for your next big race. Check links to Trophy AI in the description and also use Chicane12 in all caps for a 12% discount. And now for something completely different, we're happy to share that previously announced Gen 4 Cup car project has been completed and is ready for release. In all, we will be releasing 2 car packs. So the 2003 Chevrolet Monte Carlo and the 2003 Ford Taurus. Each package.
These are like NASCAR.
Yeah.
Okay. Older cars.
Yeah. Each car package will include 2 distinct car bodies, the stock car, Speedway stock car. So you're correct, Jeff. During this era of cup racing, the bodies were dramatically different. Okay, let me skip through this. So we're going to get those 2 cars. They're required. While we already have many cars on track specific variants, the 2003 variants are so unique that we could not use a single paint template. So you're going to have an option. This required engineering UI support was more work than one might imagine. The end result was worth it, and it pushed us to improve functionality in how we present similar cars in the UI. So going forward, painters will be able to select specific track type they'd like to view our UI paint kit. So here it is.
Let's be honest, gentlemen. Nobody uses this paint process.
No, only for the rims.
Okay, let's call a spade here.
Only
if you're
for
not
the
using
rims.
trade and paint,
that's it.
Yeah. And the rims, yeah. If you're not using trade and paint, go get trade and paint.
What you doing?
Check out the Top Shot to Neil Severin. It'll make you a nice skin, and it's not using this. I promise you. So there's the example. The Gen 4 Cups, the Gen 4 Cup cars will be racing our Gen 4 Cup series, taking place of the current Gen 4 car. So this series is rated at a C level. While that covers our new cars, we're only getting started. Oh my God, this is going to be a long one, guys. This is a hell of an update.
Yeah.
So this is the Dallara IR18 with an updated tire model, updated aero model, updated 3D model, updated audio, and new steering wheel.
Wow.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's a work in progress for the steering wheel, but this is the new steering wheel, Cosworth.
Dude, that's way nicer than the normal. Like in the F4, when you drive in VR, it is impossible to see the rev light. That's my biggest gripe. Is it's just impossible to see where you are if you're, for shifting and stuff. It just doesn't stand out.
Oh yeah, this is like
that's a beautiful one if you're in VR.
Modern, right?
Man.
So IndyCar is one of our closest and most long-standing partners. We are thrilled to offer a comprehensive update to the IR18 that brings it to spec with the 2025 real-world iteration. This project was completed in collaboration with the Dallara IndyCar and real-world IndyCar drivers. Together, we have rebuilt the physics of our latest tools, processes, and quality standards. The improved systems include the fundamental tire itself, as I mentioned before, right? The aero model and the addition of a wet tire. Additional details and changes include setup range limits have been more accurately tailored to each track type. Barge board options have been added to both the road course and short oval configurations, as well as a large oval configuration. All tire types have been updated, resulting in improvements to driving feel and feedback and more accurate tire conditioning. I mean, this is insane, guys. Overall, the changes will result in a positive change for realism. That remains to be seen. One detail we have deferred to the future is a new hybrid system. This system debuted midway through 2024 season, with 2025 being the full first year in competition. We are taking our time to make sure, okay, they get it right. The R18 also has been updated visually to match the current year, including an all-new Cosworth steering wheel and the road course-specific aero screen. Additionally, we sent our sound team on the road to capture the vehicle using our latest and greatest hardware and techniques. And our new sound model is phenomenal. You can now hear nuanced elements of the powertrain, and the engine makes a cool anti-lag sound, which in the words of our sound designer Ozzy Gregg, sounds like a Chewbacca gurgle. This happens mostly with partial throttle through between 6,000 and 8,000 RPM, and extremely audible of the exhaust. So let's have a listen, guys.
Yo, Jason, I think that this is where iRacing has the biggest room to make. I think ACC's audio of the cars is fantastic. I really think iRacing's knocking out of the park here with the upgrading their audio.
The audio in ACC is untouched. I'm sorry for our iRacing fans, but there's no comparison at all. Even the gain on ACC is loud. I have to turn my gain down because that thing, especially the Porsche, bro, that thing literally screams at you.
I mean, it's like a visceral sound as that car is getting, wrung out.
You put it in sixth gear, bro, because she's singing the whole way.
It's awesome. Yeah, this is awesome by iRacing to upgrade this.
Yeah, this might sound a little cliche, but it's like you actually sound fast in ACC.
Yeah.
There you go.
Look at the size of that dead cat on that thing.
Just imagine your neighbor and hearing the sound that he's like, what the hell is going on in this house? But here's our friend here hooking up all the equipment. There's the dead cat, which is massive for wind. Let's have a listen. Chewbacca.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, downshift. Oh, the growl. Ooh.
Yo, let's go.
I'm ready to hop in.
All right, let's get it in the car now. Oh, man. It's giving me goosebumps.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready to hop in. Let's go.
All right. So our Gen 7 NASCAR Cup car has also undergone a significant overhaul. It features our latest release-ready tire, first debuted on GTP, and the GTP tire was terrible, but then they fixed it. And improved aerodynamics that bring the car closer to how teams now have the cars operating. Teams have made performance advancements over the last few years, and we have integrated similar increases in performance. The updated tire is a significant change, that will refine many characteristics of the tire, including conditioning, limit feedback, and slide recovery over the limit. Finally, we will introduce a new Gen 7 specific CFD-paced drafting model that will bring the driving dynamics in traffic closer to how the real cars behave. This work was done in partnership with NASCAR and has taken the realism of these cars to the next. I mean, how is the new NASCAR game going to compete against this? There's no way. There's no way.
They're going to target console and that's it.
Yeah.
That's going to drop the option.
They're going to drop a day one patch and call it a day. They're going to let it die. All right, I'm almost done here, guys. Let me just wrap this up. Our most significant project this season was a whopper that spanned 6 months of intense development, a comprehensive redevelopment of our entire GT3 race car class. I'm going to be pretty detailed here, so bear with me, and bear with me also. Whether you're a GT3 fan or not, these details are well worth a read. Okay, here we go. Starting with the tires, we have developed new dry and wet tires. Both use iRacing's newest tire physics, right? The tire model. First debut with the GTP. Okay. To develop the GT3 specific model, we utilize customized software and tooling to simulate a vast set of tire constructions and models at faster than real-time speeds. These models were then thoroughly tested and iterated by our vehicle dynamicists and driving specialists in collaboration with external professional drivers who race the same cars in real life. Many things have been improved, culminating in tires that behave more like those in the real world. I can't wait. Additionally, we have overhauled the aerodynamics of the majority of the cars in GT3 class using computational fluids dynamics CFD modeling. We have updated ride height maps, yaw and roll sensitivities, and the effect of changing rear wing settings. After tires, aerodynamics has the greatest impact on an in-car experience, so we put a lot of effort into capturing both aerodynamic performance and nuances that impact subjective feel. So here we go. Here's a detailed list of highlights. One of the most important goals in tire development was to reduce the tire surface temperature spikes, thank God, to a reasonable level. This reduced sensitivity to sliding is a significant step forward in our modeling, resulting in tires that are more resilient to short-term sliding and have better post-slip recovery. So you know how you overheat the tire in iRacing, and when she goes, she's gone. There's no recovering. It's really hard to recover these cars. So this is a massive change. Critically, a spin-off or off-track event no longer destroys a tire there. I just said it. Grip for the rest of the run, which is awesome, right? The temperature of the tire when the cars leave the pits have been lowered and is now closer to the tire sitting in the hot sun. Our outlaps will require extra patience. So no more pushy outlap.
That's good. That's realistic.
Yeah.
The fastest lap on a set of new tires will be around the 4th or 5th time lap, depending on track length. So you're going to need 4 or 5 laps to get these up to temp. That's awesome.
What's quality look like, huh?
This is going to change. Pushing in quality. Yeah. This is going to change the league because we do 1 out lap and 2 hot laps. But because we need time to get this tire up to temp, that might change.
Yeah, I have to.
Right? So weather conditions and driving aggression. Late in a fuel stint, it is possible to abuse the tires and suffer more lap time degradation. It is also possible to conserve tires. Thank God, look at this. Conserve tires and have a chance to push for fast laps late in the stint when the fuel level is low, except to change tires each time a full tank is added. So that's awesome. So you can kind of like real life, right? You save the tires and at the end you hammer down cars lighter, so you're going to get faster, right? Yeah. The tire spring rates are now closer to those currently used in real life compared to the current tires. The vertical rate is softer and the lateral stiffness is higher. This means that the chassis will deflect more under vertical, aerodynamic, and banking load. Wow, dude, the changes here. To assist with dynamic ride height control on these more complicated tires, we have added bump rubbers and the ability to adjust their static gaps to cars that did not previously have this garage setup option. The updated aerodynamics have different sweet spots in ride height from what you are used to. Some setups work will be needed to ensure you're extracting the maximum from each car's aerodynamic platform. You may notice that the cars have they're different in small and large slides. This is partly due to the updated aerodynamic yaw modeling. Different side view body shapes provide varying degrees of stabilizing side force. Different complete aerodynamic packages perform better and worse when it comes down to downforce. And this is going to throw off all the setups, right? This right here. All esports setups are going to have to get redone. Yeah. Our updated aerodynamic model does a better job of capturing this nuance. Okay. Another step closer to reality, in addition to a front splitter height as a determining factor in passing technical inspection. That's another thing. So when you set up cars in iRacing, it goes through a check. No other sim does this. You can literally...
I have a gripe with it, though. When you fail, it doesn't tell you why you failed. And it can take you some troubleshooting.
It flashes red. Go take a look, Jeff.
Really? So it'll say failed, but will it tell you why it failed?
No, it won't tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should say, front diffuser too low,
I know with ride height, it flashes. It goes red
okay.
and yellow, and you turn it down. But yeah, dude. Or if you try to use another setup on a different track, it'll fail. Because depending on with the setup that you're loading. So, dude,
I haven't changed it in a while yet, so maybe it does flash, but previously it just would say fail.
It would just fail.
Why? Yeah.
Yeah. The front splitter at the lowest point, front ride height at an axle center line, and rear ride height must all be above 50 millimeters. Most cars will need to run higher ride heights. Current setups will become obsolete, like I just said. Save a record of ride heights and rake that work with specific rear wing angles to use as a starting point for 2025 Season 3 setups, or use the iRacing recommendations, which they're not that good, tell you now. The BOP, the balance of performance, that's what BOP is, for this season does not include any changes to mass or engine, thank God. Leave the engines alone and mass. Only aerodynamic downforce and drag have been adjusted. So these are one final thing. Season 3 will include the release of rain tires on the Lotus 79 and Super Formula, Jeff. Imagine driving the damn Super Formula in the wet. No. Death wish. The F4 has received a full dry and wet tire rework.
Okay.
The BMW M4 G82 GT4 has been upgraded to the Evo version. This car will update automatically, and you don't have to do anything specific. So you get it. So it's free as long as you bought that car. We have updated the steering wheel on the BMW M Hybrid V8 to reflect the current wheel and dash button panel used this year. Last season, we released phase 1 of a 2-phase effort to improve the realism of the GTP class and its supporting physics system. An overhaul of the hybrid system was identified as phase 2, and we intend to complete that work in time for season 3. This work is well underway, and we have determined that the sim would benefit from a more comprehensive overall overhaul of a foundational hybrid system code. The result is we need a bit more time. So, but it'll be worth it. They promise. So here's a work in progress of the GTP. This whole episode, season 3 will offer some improvements. So quad view, foveated rendering, foveated rendering example. Note that clarity difference between the center and the peripheral. This will be configurable, so you can.
Wow.
You can mess with
that's going to be huge. Are there any other
VR?
Yeah, are there any other sims that support foveated rendering?
No.
That's going to be if you have a VR headset that has eye tracking.
Yep.
That might be huge for performance.
So, guys, I'm gonna have to skim over this because we've been on this for too long. But VR has some changes. The rain and visual and physical balance tuning. Look how the rain looks now. I want to keep going, but this will be the entire episode. And
no, there's a lot of good stuff in here.
Yeah, it's a massive update. So this is what the new UI is going to come. Yeah,
nice.
I don't know if it's coming.
I'm excited.
In an abbreviated format, as we spent a great deal, I hope they do come. So these are the new tile. The UI design iteration is an example.
Black box stuff.
Yeah, black boxes and gears, and that looks clean. It looks modern. I love it.
I don't use. I hide that, but I use.
Oh yes, new sim UI. My.
Excellent. Bro, it's gonna be humongous.
A new rendering engine. This project is going tremendously well, and every day the team reaches a new milestone of significance. So, this engine will transform the look and performance of iRacing, and features a GPU-driven architecture and minimal CPU overhead. Thank you. Last quarter, okay. I really want to.
It's good. Like Jeff said, it's good stuff, man. I mean, this is going
to be a
crazy.
massive update.
Look at this.
We should take over-unders on the size of the update.
Career mode, Eric.
Yeah.
Career mode. We took a momentary side quest from our career mode, so they're working. These guys are working on all kinds of shit, like future track and content. I mean, guys, I would love to do a deep dive, but I mean, I think I hit the most important point here.
Yeah.
As we are, we're basically 50 minutes into the episode.
Oh, iRacing, man. That is crazy.
iRacing. So I think that we had some other things planned today, but we're going to have to push that to next week, guys, honestly. This just became
the iRacing update.
But here's overload. The beauty. Here's the beauty of this. We're in week 10. That means 2 more weeks from now, because by the time you guys all view this, we'll be in week 11. We're going to get all this stuff in 2 weeks. So
you just got to bear a week 14.
Week 13, right? Week 13.
Go play your second favorite sim that week.
Yeah.
Go to the beach. It's summertime. Take the kids out, go to movies, do whatever.
Make sure you clear out some storage space
on your computer
for the download. You're going to need
That's going to be heavy.
We had some very, very good stuff planned. I did not expect this to go that long. So track of the week will be postponed yet again.
Yeah. We're going to get it. We're going to get to it.
I'm excited. Dude, like everything is changing. Every single thing is changing about it. So this is going to affect our driving, our lap times, our setups, the way it looks, the freaking rain, new cars.
Update to map.
I want that IndyCar, sound of that.
I don't know why Indy isn't as popular in iRacing as I guess I thought it would be. Maybe it's the time zone we are.
I was about to say, bro,
because Indy is probably maybe more popular in the United States than Europe. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not. Don't quote me on this, crew. And everybody's asleep. Maybe, I don't know. I just thought it would be. I mean, look at the Indy 500. They have like hundreds of thousands of people there. I log in and there's like 3 people in an IndyCar race on iRacing. Yeah,
that's very interesting. Well, so I would think that if it's more Americans, sim racing is still getting going in the US. So I think you might have a lot of people that watch it, but might not necessarily be doing sim racing. So that might have something to do with it.
What I heard is you say that they're missing out.
The most popular one is GT3. So it might be that time for you, Jeff, to get in a GT3. They got a new tire model. They got a brand new selection. The selection is all brand new.
Yeah. Eventually.
And
everybody's going to suck.
You have the same tracks. You already have half the tracks.
Yeah, fair.
Road tracks. So, guys, again, my apologies. We opened up the show with plans and the track of the week. So we're going to postpone that for next one, for the next episode, which is good, right? This is a good thing. These are things that are happening in the community, and iRacing is completely destroying the comp. I don't see anybody doing an update like this. I mean, at most they get a tiny paragraph worth of changes. This thing is like pages, bro.
Who else is subscription based though? So let's, kind of compare apples and apples here. So it's what, LMU?
LMU is optional, not forced like iRacing.
Yeah.
Race Room, they make you pay per car and track, but it doesn't need a subscription. So this is it. I mean, iRacing is the only subscription. But look what you're getting. I mean, look at what you're getting. You know what I'm saying to say? Like,
100%. And they offer the best, racing fellow humans, not, the AI.
Yeah.
That they're hands down. You say what you
by
want.
Far.
If you want to race another human, it's iRacing.
It's hard to convince somebody to get into iRacing if they haven't tried it, because they look at it, and I went through this with Eric. Eric was like, why would I pay? Back before he was sim racing, I was like, damn, that's crazy. You guys pay per track and per car. But then I was telling him, if you compare a game like GT7 has what, 900 cars, 800 cars now with the library.
Yeah, but adding new ones, but they're none you want.
They all sound similar, do they not? And they all drive very similar to each other. When you have something, I told Eric, when you get into a rig and you finally jump over to PC and you try iRacing, you pick one car and you grow with that car, and you know how that car behaves, and you jump into another car and it's totally different animal, totally different. You are not bouncing around cars like, all right, today I'm racing the, I don't know, Honda Civic.
You can, but you ain't going to be competitive.
You ain't going to be competitive.
Yeah, and
that's
I can
true.
attest to that.
Yeah.
But I can attest to that, especially getting used to that BMW and trying to race in something else just to get my iRating up. And I mean, it was a different, a completely different animal.
How'd that iRating go after that one?
I mean, it was a disaster, man.
Yeah, I know. I've been there, done that.
Took a nosedive.
Yeah. It took me one time to realize, hey, I'm just going to wait till another BMW race comes up, because I can't be doing
another
this.
tip that I gave Eric, and I want to share it here before I forget it. If you are tired, Eric, you know where I'm going with this.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a nod, bro.
Yeah.
If you are tired, do not get into an official race. Just don't do it. Don't force the eye. Don't force the hand. Get your ass some sleep. and come back when you're ready and you're nice and you're comfortable, because you will mess it up and you're gonna go to sleep mad, instead of going to sleep.
Been there, done that.
Look, go to sleep mad and wake up tired.
Or if you go on vacation, you've been away from the rig for 2 weeks.
That's the truth.
Stay off the damn officials. If somebody comes over the house, completely uninstall iRacing. Don't let them near it. Don't let them near it.
I let somebody do that in ACC. They just, like, I was grinding to get to low fuel motorsports, and I was like, totally forgot to turn it off. And I was like, it was like 2 months of work. Gone.
I forgot to tell him that. Yeah. It's like, dude, even in the practice, you mess up in practice, free practice, you want to crash and go off track.
I was heated.
ACC is like, all right.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I race. ACC don't play that. You mess around. They don't.
So you better not mess up our cars now. Okay, what mode you in?
Right? We got a sponsorship, and you over here being disrespectful. So.
Yeah, you're damaging the merchandise.
You're making us look bad right now. I'll tell you. I think iRacing needs a better damage model, like a cracked screen. Like, when you wreck a car in ACC, you can't see a damn thing, bro.
Oh yeah,
you can't see, and the lights be flickering at night. Like they oh my God. And then they completely go out. And it's like, well, what am I supposed to do? You're on the Nürburgring. They no lights for half the track. They no lights.
No, that's a disaster. Find some grass.
Just pull it back into the pits. Anyways, today, again, guys, that was unexpected. Yeah. So round tables.
I mean, I'm excited, man, because we've got several other games, and this is so much competition. Even like reading some of the track updates they're doing, iRacing is, they definitely hit everybody else with the hold my beer. They're just in another place with it, and I hate to say it, but the capital that they have from that subscription model, they're putting it to use. Like even talking to you, Jason, talking to anybody about iRacing. Is like when you talk about the price, until you start telling somebody else what you're paying, you don't realize how much you're paying, which is a sign that you're getting you're getting your money's worth. You feel like it's worth it when you get in there.
And you don't have access to 800 or 500 cars, but when you pick a car, or you use the BMW, which is a free car, which is an amazing free car, honestly. Yeah. I can't believe that car is free. Now,
great.
And then you hate it, right? You hate this car. You hate it, the way it drives. You hate it, hate it. And then you learn how to drive it, and you just end up finding a love for it. It's a weird thing. You know what I mean? And there's a way to drive the BMW, and there's a way to drive these other cars. It's just, I don't know. They got it right. You know what I mean? They got it right. Unless you're straight up GT3, you know, those cars are different too. You have aids though that save you. So that's, you know, kind of what they were designed for. They were designed to be slammed in a corner and just hold on. We're coming. So, Jeff, you got anything, bro? What you got for us?
No, just say, by the time people listen to this, Indy 500 will be over. But gentlemen, this is the first time since 1983 a rookie has been on the pole. IndyCar, Indy does
what?
They're qualifying the week before the actual race. It's like a build-up thing, I guess. I don't know. Interesting, but nonetheless, 40 plus years.
So, bro, we barbecuing
on the pole.
You know, we barbecuing in Washington.
We get a long weekend, man.
That's right.
Or Monday's Memorial Day.
I forgot about that, man.
That's all right, man. We'll put Eric on a fucking tripod, and we'll just FaceTime his ass and act like
we'll put a brat next to him or something.
Yeah, we'll put a beer right next to him. Like, this is for you, bro. We pour it out.
Oh man.
So I heard they had a huge crash too, like over the top, and those guys are going like 240 something miles an hour.
All right. So it's obvious that I don't watch Indy. So that might be another potential track of the week that we might have to cover.
Maybe.
Big time. Maybe.
Yeah.
I already know who's going to cover it.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
So, guys,
that's all I got, buddy.
Again, audience, that's to tell you, this is proof that this is unscripted. We didn't have any script here, and it just kept going and going, and I'm trying to read at the speed of light here, but I want the information to come across, and I want you guys to understand that everything we spoke about, 90% of it is coming to you free of charge, just the subscription. So highly recommend. We're not affiliate. We have our affiliate. We're not affiliate to iRacing. I would love to. Tell them to send me send a few gift cards and we'll give them out. Let me know.
Just come on the show and talk.
Yeah.
Come on the show.
love to hear the story about how they got this model started, because it's unique. Nobody else is.
That'd be a 4-hour episode, bro.
It came out before, the subscription. They came out with the subscription before this. Everybody did the subscription.
Yeah, yes. It was that was an interesting decision, but obviously they had a plan, and it's coming to fruition right now.
Strategic thinking.
Well, it's not that they're just cashing they're keeping your cash. They're using that money towards, right? It's not like DLC. You buy DLC, they just keep that money and they give you a few cars and tell you to be happy. Yeah. But I mean, how many times this game has been overhauled is my question. How many times? Because it's been every time we come around, we look around the corner. They added a toilet on Spa, so we got to redo Spa. We got to put that toilet in there. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta have that realism, man.
Yeah. We got this. So, anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here. It is my favorite part of the week as well. Chime on Jeff's energy. And Eric, happy birthday again. Good to see you.
Appreciate it. Yes, sir.
One more week closer to the expo.
There you go. One more week closer. We're on the weeks now. And with that, guys, have a great start of your week. Thank you.